Welcome to Hatha Yoga for Energy. I'm Leslie. Begin sitting. Place your fingertips onto the earth to ground yourself and take a couple of deep breaths. Settling in for your yoga practice to energize and awaken you. Inhale, sweep your arms out, around, and up. As you exhale, hinge from the hips, take your fingertips to the earth, lengthen your spine. Inhale, stay as you are, or exhale, come forward any amount. As you know, it never matters how deep you get into a pose, as long as you feel a stretch. A gentle one. Inhale to come up. Now switch the cross of your shins, grounding down through your sitting bones. Inhale, sweep your arms up, really big stretch. And then exhale, coming forward, lengthen your spine. Inhale, hinging from the hips, moving into a forward fold any amount. And take a moment just to breathe here into your hips. And then inhale, walk yourself up. And we'll make our way onto our backs. If you have back issues, use your hands to come down. Otherwise, you can lower down using your abdominals. Walk your heels under the knees. Make sure your feet are parallel. Inhale, lift your hips, your low back and mid back, maybe your upper back. And then exhale, come back down. We'll do this a couple of times. So press down into the heels. Inhale as you lift, lengthening sitting bones to backs of knees. Exhale, lower one vertebra at a time. And again, inhale, lifting up. Spiral your inner thighs down toward the earth as you open up your chest a bit. Exhale and lower. Now with your arms by your sides, place your thumbs to face the sky. And then inhale, reach the arms up and over as you come into your bridge. And then as you exhale, lower down a vertebra at a time to where you started. Again, press into the heels. Inhale and lift, stretching open your heart chakra. Exhale and lower. And once again, keep the heels under the knees as you reach up and over. Lots of length in your lower back. And then exhale, come on down. Now keeping the heels under the knees, we're going to add a little bit to this. Inhale, stretch the arms overhead as you come into bridge pose. And then exhale as you lower. Come all the way down, draw the belly in and up, and lift your head and shoulders. You can always cradle the head if your neck needs support. Release, you might have to wiggle a little bit to get set up. Inhale, reach the arms coming into bridge, and then exhale, lowering down with control. Pull the belly in, lift the head and shoulders. Take a breath here, and then let it go. One more time. Inhale. Reaching up into bridge, lengthening the arms. Exhale, lowering down slowly. Pull the belly in and up and lift. Keep the back of your neck long and then release it. Hug your right knee into your chest and circle your ankle in one way and then the other. Extending the left leg straight out. And now inhale the right leg up. Point your toes and then flex them. And point and flex. Check in with your left leg. Make sure that heel is pressing down and the ankle is flexed. Now you can cradle your head or grab your leg or reach your arms by your sides and lift those head and shoulders again. And breathe here, keeping the neck long, and then see if you can lift yourself all the way up into this pose. It'll come to me. And then exhale. Use your hands if you have any back issues. And then come down. That was boat pose, by the way. Left knee in. Circle the left ankle in one direction and the other. Now extending the leg up and point your toes and flex. Keep the right leg active, the one that's on the floor, by pulling those toes back and pressing the heel down. Keep pointing and flexing the left foot. Stretching out your hamstrings, and then cradle the head to lift or hold the leg to lift, or just reach forward. Can you extend the other leg off of the mat as you come up to boat pose? I know the name of this one. Keep your back nice and long. Instead of rounding it, keep lifting through your chest. Cross your ankles and roll yourself forward. Make your way into plank pose, top of a push-up. Feel free to take your knees down at any time. Shift forward about an inch and slowly lower yourself all the way down to the front of your body. Keep your hands by your low ribs, peeling the chest up for baby cobra. Breathing into the heart again and lift your hands, stretching your fingertips and then making fists. Lengthen through the low back still. And now release and lower it. Inhale to come up again. Look to your right, maybe up a little higher if your back is okay with that. Just kind of give yourself a little movement in the neck. Keep the belly lifted and then release. So belly pulls in, sitting bones lengthen, peel up, look over your left shoulder. Stay low or come into a higher cobra, moving your head a little bit, working out any tension in the neck. And then returning down. Bring your forearms onto the mat and line up your shoulders with your elbows. Now shoulders pull up, back, and down as you draw your elbows back toward your feet. Widening your chest. Keep pulling in through your low belly and press all 10 toenails down into the earth. And now let that go. Hands by low ribs again. Inhale either cobra or up dog with thighs and knees off of the earth. And then exhale to down dog. Stretch back. And bending the knees, moving a little bit here. Back bends are wonderful ways to increase energy. So we're going to come to the knees, stepping or hopping for Ustrasana camel. Hands at low back. And then just start to tilt yourself back any amount. You can let your head go back as long as it doesn't bother your neck. An option to reach for your feet if that works for you. But keep your belly lifted and tilt your frontal hip bones toward your lower ribs to create space in your low back. Breathe. And then to come up both shoulders at the same time. Step or float for chaturanga. And then inhaling for upward dog or cobra. Long exhale for downward facing dog. We'll stay for a couple of breaths. Even your breath out here. Stretch out your spine. Releasing any tension. Exhale everything out. Step or lightly hop and sit down for a twist. So crossing your right foot over the left leg. An option to also bend your left knee as well for half lord of the fishes. So wrong side for me. Right hand comes behind, left arm reaches up, and then bring it over for your twist. Try to keep both sitting bones grounded into the earth. An option, if you'd like, to thread that left arm underneath your thigh, bringing your right hand behind your back and clasping. Every inhale, lengthen up through your spine, through the crown of your head. Every exhale, roll the shoulder back. Turn your head to center and release, straightening the legs. And now taking the left foot across the right, you can stay with this, or also option to bend the right knee back as well. Sit up nice and tall, left hand comes behind you, right arm up and across, exhale. Remember, inhales to create the length, and then exhales to move in a little bit deeper, mindfully always. Option to take that little clasp underneath the thigh. And just breathe here and notice the energy in your body from doing a few back bends, getting a little bit of movement. It doesn't take very much. Then let's release that. Once again, onto the back, hug your knees into your chest. Rocking side to side. Now lift your legs up toward the sky. And then bending the knees, take your thighs toward the belly. And if it works for you, stretch out the legs. And go in a little bit deeper for our final stretch before our very brief Shavasana rest. Now, if you have any back issues, please bend your knees, feet on the floor, but you could also come down with straight legs slowly. Make your way into your final resting pose just for a few moments. Let your forehead and your jaw relax. Just natural breathing. Our quote is from an unknown author. Vibrate good energy into the souls of others. They will never forget the beauty of yours. Take a long stretch to wake yourself up in a deep breath. Rolling to your right. Come back to seated, hands together. Hands to your forehead, reminding you to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to your heart, reminding you to have clear and loving intentions. Hands to your mouth, reminding you to have clear and loving communication, sending positive energy to all beings everywhere. Namaste. If you enjoyed this class, you really want to work on your core some more, I made a special class just for you. There's a link in the description below. It's also pinned at the top of the comments. And if you want more like this, people really love this video. And in addition, try this.